Happy morning to one and all. Today we discuss the topic is about financial instruments. Last sessions we have discussed the topic financial institutions, financial markets. In this session we are discussing the topic what do you mean by financial instruments, classification of financial instruments. Let us discuss the topic. Financial instruments are those instruments which are used for raising resources for corporate entities. It is nothing but every company has a financial problems, capital problems. So to overcome from the financial problems, the company will issue these financial instruments. The financial instruments may be classified into two types. One is capital market instruments and second one money market instruments. Now let us go to topic capital market instruments. In this slide we are discussing the topic capital market instruments. Capital market is a place where long-term funds required by business enterprises provided capital market instruments such as equity shares, preference shares, debentures, bond, warrants, etc. So, my dear students, do you have a small doubt? What do you mean by long-term funds? Long-term funds is nothing but if the company wants large capital, then the company will issue these things, that is equity shares, preference shares, debentures, bond warrants, etc. And capital market deals with various types of securities. The securities of the capital market can be classified into two types. One is industrial securities or corporate securities, government securities or gilt-edged securities. Now let us discuss the topic industrial securities or corporate securities. In this slide we are discussing the topic industrial securities or corporate securities. These are the securities which are issued by public companies. Industrial securities are again classified into two types. One is ownership securities and second one creditorship securities. Now we discuss the topic ownership securities. Before going the concept of ownership securities, let us have a simple clear picture for you all. The classification of corporate securities can be divided in two types. One is ownership securities and second one creditorship securities. In the ownership securities we have three. One is ordinary or equity shares, preference shares and deferred shares. Well, the topic of creditorship securities we have divided only one type, that is debentures. Let us go in the topic about of equity shares. A ownership securities is nothing but it mainly includes equity shares and preference shares. So let us do the concept of equity shares. Equity shares may be regarded as the foundation of the finance structure of the company. What do you mean by finance structure means? It is nothing but every company has two. One is equity capital and second is debt capital. So the main foundation of the finance structure is equity shares. The equity share contains four values. One is face value, issue value, book value, market value. So face value. So face value, it is the value of the share stated in the memorandum of association and the share certificate. So it is memorandum of association means it is nothing but compulsory has to maintain by the organization. So in the memorandum of association, the company management will record the face value of the share. So that share price what they record in the memorandum of association, they will issue to the public. Second one, issue value. Issue value, it is the value issued by the company to a share. So for example, if the company has issue value for 10 rupees, the company will issue the value in the market. And third one, book value. Book value means It is a value based on the rate of return surplus to the paid up capital. The rate of return surpluses to the paid up capital is depends upon the company management decision making. And last but not least, market value. Market value is nothing but present share value in the market. That is depends upon the speculation. That is something buying and selling take place in the market. Let us move the next slide about of futures of equity shares. Equity shares are again classified into four things. The futures can be classified into four. One is risk capital, second one fluctuating dividend, third one fluctuating market value, fourth one voting rights. So risk capital. So risk capital means if any one person invested in the equity shares, the capital what they invested, it is highly risked. Why? Because let us take an example of Sachin Computers. When you see the example of Sachin Computers, so many of the people lost their money. That is the called as a risk capital. And second one, fluctuating dividend. The equity shareholders will not get a stable dividend from the company. Therefore the rate of dividend will change year after year. So this is called as a fluctuating dividend. So it is the main drawback in the equity shares. And third one is fluctuating market value. The market value of shares changes frequently depending on the profits of the company. If the company makes more profit and pays more dividend, the market price of shares will increase. Whereas if the company does not pay the dividend to the shareholders, the market value of the share will be decreased. That is what happens in the share market. And last but not least, voting rights. The equity shareholders have a statutory right to vote in the general meeting of the company. What the meaning of general meeting means? Every company has their annual general meetings every year. So in the every year we are going to the general meeting, they have some of the board of directors appointment. So in the appointment of board of directors, the equity shareholders have the voting right to participate in the management. That is one of the main feature of the equity shares. And let us move the next topic, that is rights of equity shareholders. The rights of equity shareholders are right to income, right to control, right to have knowledge of corporate affairs, right to transfer share, preemptive right. So why the coin the topic right to income? Right to income means they share the profits of the company after meeting its all other fixed obligations. So for example, if the company has 2 lakhs, right? If the debenture holders has to give the money of 50,000 rupees, okay, 2 lakhs minus 50,000, 1,50,000 rupees. And after that you have the preferential holders, for example they have the 60,000 rupees. So 50 plus 60, it is almost 1,10,000, and here the only of 90,000, right? So when the giving the money, they have the right to income for the other equity shareholders. And second one, right to control. The shareholders have the right to elect the board of directors and thereby get some control over the management of the company. And the next one is right to have knowledge of corporate affairs. The equity shareholders have the right to know about the affairs of the company at least once a year. The shareholders can present all their grievances at the annual general meeting of the company. This is the right to have knowledge of corporate affairs. And right to transfer shares. The shareholders have the right to transfer equity shares to anyone they like. This is the right to transfer share. And last but not least, preemptive right. The existing shareholders are given the right to maintain their proportional ownership by purchasing additional equity shares issued by the company. This is the preemptive right. Thank you.